Today we're watching corniest TikTok communities.
TikTok has been a place where a lot of people have found communities which have made them feel closer to something. Sometimes it's a little niche community, like people who collect every type of cologne and review it. Or sometimes it's one of the biggest communities, like book talk, where middle-aged women are ferociously corny.
I'm looking for a new book boyfriend. Billionaire. 6'5", brown eyes. Billionaire. 6'5", brown eyes. I'm looking for a new book boyfriend.
Does she not have any eyebrows? The fuck?
Billionaire.
TikTok has also been held to some of the cringiest communities in the past couple of years on the internet. And one people are talking about now, which is getting worse by the day, is gym talk. Gym talk is self-explanatory. It's TikToks posted by influencers whose content is solely the gym. And for a while, I would say it wasn't really too big on TikTok, because obviously at the start of TikTok, it got overshadowed by the Charli D'Amelio's and Addison Rae's and that era of TikTok. But every year, it's only gotten bigger, with creators streaming now and doing collabs with each other. Also with the Looks Max.
Yo slapped the piss out that boy mouth.
Community blowing up too. It kind of intertwined with the gym community. Just goes to show us that Clavicular is genuinely unreal in a way that's hard to even explain without sounding insane. But if you've watched him, you get it instantly. There's this overwhelming sense that he's operating on a completely different frequency than everyone else. Every stream feels intentional without ever feeling calculated, like he's just naturally in sync with the moment, the
This is a long ass bit, I ain't gonna lie.
energy, and the people watching.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I say no cheese. These motherfuckers loaded up with this piece of cheese.
Two pieces.
Two pieces of cheese.
If you couldn't tell, that was a joke, but it's a real comment someone's typed. One of the corniest things people do on gym talk is make edits of themselves. And I'm not talking about your normal run-of-the-mill edit of a before and after transformation of someone flexing.
I fucked with bro's transformation on the left heavy. I didn't actually see the girl, but I'm not going back.
We all like a good edit every once in a while. The edits on TikTok have gotten to a point where these people think they're filming for a full-on Marvel movie. And it's always filled with some corny-ass quote, like something you'd see on your local Amazon Wolf hoodie. 50% of the time is something about how you'll channel all your pain from the breakup into the weights. 30% of the time it's saying you're lazy and while you're sleeping, he's working. And 20% of the time it's some edit saying you're not pushing yourself hard enough.
Bro had to mute it. Hold on.
Doom shot, motherfucker.
Can you even work out in the gym with the mask on like that? It's gonna fuck up your breathing, gang. But hey, fuck it. It's for the aesthetic. That nigga looks massive.
If you played that bass near a daycare, you would probably hospitalize all the kids. Like, bro, just lift the dumbbell, gang. It cannot be this deep. The problem with gym talk is people feel they need to stand out the most. There's already a huge problem in the gymfluencer community with people taking gear to level themselves up. Because you'll never look as good as somebody on gear that's showing themselves off on TikTok. Now it's pretty much be the biggest roided up influencer and trend for a year, then fall off. So with that, do the most to get views. The cloud chasing got so
That nigga did not want to re-edit that. I'm crying. Damn, Tommy.
bad at a point. A couple of years ago, you may remember, but there was this whole epidemic of girls false accusing dudes at the gym. Like, they'd set up their phones and either try to act like some dude was creeping on them, but in reality, they may have been waiting for a machine and just wanted to know how long they were on it. Of course, I'm not downplaying any woman that actually gets creeped on in the gym, because that does happen. And everyone that goes to the gym knows that your eye wanders a lot, because there's a lot going on. You're looking around to see which benches are open, which machines are open, which areas are open. So if some dude glances at a girl for a second or two, it's not like he's a complete creep and weirdo. But when the camera's out, they'll put in that 2-second glance and have some guy getting his life ruined over it. This probably reached its peak when an actual blind man got kicked out the gym for staring at a woman. Now all these stories complete.
Is that real? Nah, that was trolling. That was AI. I can't believe that. Why is a blind man in the gym? I mean, sure, you could still get all your workouts in. I'm not saying you can't go. But like, would you know what machine you're at? Are you just gonna feel around? Like, what's the game plan?
Really change me when I'm at the gym. If I'm on a bench and a girl's in front of me, I either hit the meanest swerve down to stare at my phone or stare up to the ceiling like I'm looking for heaven. I'm playing it safe. Overall, with the gym talk community, there still is some good with it. It's gotten a lot more people to get active in the gym, me included, and people can actually give good advice. Of course, when they're not shoving their product down your throat. People also give good recommendations for cutting food or bulking foods that you usually don't hear about. The next community we got is bike talk. Just like gym talk is pretty self-explanatory. It's a group of creators that do content on their motorcycles of a bunch of different stuff. You would expect more edits of them on the motorcycles themselves. Maybe a wheelie or some crazy trick they've practiced for years. But it's usually them either dancing to some random song, making thirst trap edits of themselves, or doing some cringy mic'd up content for a minute trying to be funny. One weird thing I noticed in all their videos, they always have a helmet on. They can never do a face reveal for some reason. They truly be thinking they got so much aura that it isn't needed. I feel a lot of these dudes definitely buy the bike solely to make these videos on TikTok. Even though the community is cringe, it's grown insanely this past year. You could probably make a pretty penny grifting off this shit. As long as you're shirtless and ripped, there's gonna be some middle-aged woman in the comment section simping for you.
Yo was in an empty garage, really doing it. I mean, fuck it. If it's paying the bills, it's paying the bills. Weirdo.
The Gooner bike talkers have taken over so much it's irritating the other normal bike talkers. Because now the community is purely known as dudes taking off their shirts and making these edits. This type of shit be going ham on Facebook though. The moms truly love it. I don't know what's worse though, the thirst trap ones or the mic'd up ones. The best way I can explain the humor is, imagine 2016 Reddit humor plus 2000s Disney's kids show humor, and you've created the funniest bike talker to ever exist.
I'm like the new gen Skibbity toilet. I'm Skibbity recycling. Oh shoot. Oh. I'm so awkward. Unleash my power.
Damn. Glove, I already say, glove in ass.
The cozy just throw it back.
It 100% makes sense they do this at night. I couldn't imagine the type of stares they'd get doing this in the daytime. Imagine you went to go get some gas and you look to your left and see some dude on a bike shirtless filming and waving his body to the camera. A lot of them also try to claim they have autism and that's why they act like that. How is your content so cringe you can't even take credit for it and have to say it's because you're on the spectrum? And
I'm crying.
look, maybe I'm just jumping the gun, but I don't think all these dudes suddenly have autism after posting these. All these TikToks run on the same copy and paste type of humor too. It's them in front of their bike or on it, thinking of the newest, funniest 6'7" whatever meme, posting it with a corny caption. The main dude who made these actually had his account banned for a while, probably because so many people reported it and were hate watching. My thing with these bike talkers is why not do some mainstream type content blended in with them? Like they could easily do some vlogs or streaming, then it would all be completely fine. They're all stuck and confined for some reason to either making thirst traps or cringe mic'd up content.
I think it's the validation that they're getting from the single moms, or like, you know, just like the more younger generation who are like thirsting after them on TikTok.
And the last one I want to talk about might be the worst one. Fruit Love Island.
Bro, I'm talking to this girl. She sent me this dumbass, this fugazi ass shit. Talk about, have you seen Fruit Love Island? What did you just say to me? Bro, I saw Meezy talk about this. The hell?
If you're a person with a non-internet poison brain, actually, if you're watching me, let's be real, you probably are, then you may have not heard of Fruit Love Island and are wondering what it is. Fruit Love Island is a show on TikTok and accounts started posting this year, where it's Love Island, but replace real humans with AI-generated fruits and put them in the same freaky situations. For some AI slob, you would expect people to trash on it and not even watch it as usual. However, the account ended up blowing up and in 9 days it gained 3.1 million followers. When you watch it, it's not like this dude has a specific advanced AI where it's better than other ones. It's no different than the typical AI slop you see for memes. The characters at times are phasing through each other or have multiple eyes and limbs. The story was just too good for people, I guess, that they ignored it. You got people fully tapped into the lore of it that that they do episode reviews and give their thoughts on it.
Thank God they sent Benito ass packing, but after watching episode 9, Tarita deserves so much better. No bullshit. First and foremost, why the fuck was Mangella hoping to get coupled up with Coco Nick? The fuck is your problem, bro? Kiwilo been down for you from the jump, and you still trying to explore your connection with my mans with a sky top feed. I'm gonna need a female bombshell to come lock down my man Kiwilo, cause you been on some straight bullshit.
I'm sorry, who voted Draco? Y'all know good and well he was going to sit up there and cause some trouble. Why on earth would y'all vote for him? Now y'all better not be surprised when he steals Strawberryta. Man,
Niggas are too tapped into this, but at least it shows tech companies they can make slop and people will eat it. It just has to be specific type of slop. That is actually insane. I mean, niggas watch Real Love Island. I don't see why they wouldn't do a fake one. Fuck, man.
Watermelonita, and all the other girls over there.
Ah, yes. The world's limited drinkable water supply is getting siphoned by tech oligarchs every day. All while the population suffers and has to pay their bills because we're cockroaches to them. But guys, Mangella was betraying Kiwilo after all he did for her? How could he? We can't take this anymore. This isn't a small community too, y'all. These reviews and comments get a ton of likes. I do believe this is the first step of getting AI slop comfortable with the masses. I wouldn't be surprised if TikTok gave it a little more of an algorithm boost than other videos because they want people watching AI. If they can get people slowly used to it, they can pump unlimited content out with paying 99% less of the price. They finally won't have to worry about pesky actors complaining about work conditions and pay. And all this starts trending when the world is in one of its worst global war crises in decades. Coincidence? I think not. I like to think there aren't too many NPCs in the world and people aren't this smooth-brained. Seeing people happily go along with this and learning the full lore is making me think there's more smooth people than I thought. These are old boomers too, which we suspect fall for any AI. This is a majority Gen Z and Gen Alpha watching an actual—
Did you see this nigga's cut? Gang, take that shit off your head. They must have, bro, there has to be a wig. Oh my God.
AI slop show and investing in it. People took it in their own hands though and mass reported it so much it ended up getting banned. Then the creator ended up crashing out saying he wasn't gonna do the show anymore because TikTok kept taking down the videos. He thinks this is somehow a gotcha to the haters. This is literally what people wanted, like thank you for pulling the trigger yourself. Then he ended up getting unbanned though and managed to still post some vids. But after he came back, Sora AI ended up shutting down, so I'm not sure what he's gonna do. There's always begging on the side of a road with a sign. I see that every day. He definitely felt the walls closing in and the hate getting worse. As of me recording this today, he posted the finale and announced that he's done posting because TikTok removed him from the creator program. I'm so proud of us, man. Like,
hey, at least we tapped in, we locked in at the buzzer beater. At the final hour, we won. A little insulted that I'm associated with a bunch of you fuck ass people who have to breathe the same air as you, but hey!
What we can do as a generation when we team up on something. Instead of arguing about some bullshit gender wars or politics 24/7, we came together for a good cause. Cue that one pic saying Adolf Hitler dead. He definitely set a precedent and I wouldn't be surprised if we see another AI slop show blow up. After all this, I assume the next account that blows up won't last a week before getting taken down. People who watch this will have to look back in the past of the vids they made glazing it, which is even sadder. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Let me know if y'all want more.
Appreciate you, Tommy, keeping my ear to the streets of the tomfoolery that's going on TikTok. I do post on it, but I'm not on it enough. I do know it's good publicity. You know, you can get your face out there a lot easier, a lot more in front of the masses. But that being said, tell me what your guys' thoughts are in the comments below. Did you guys like Fruit Island or not? Are you into gym talk or bike talk? I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Like up, sub up, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Grit your teeth and chase your dreams.